Hi, everyone. President of the Naples Area Board of Realtors. I am proud to say that NABOR has been serving members over 70 years. We provide MLS tools and services, legal resources, political advocacy, market statistics, an array of educational opportunities. NABOR also has a long tradition of giving back to our community. The Naples Area Board of Realtors is a good example of how associations guide and protect their members, as well as make their communities a better place to live and work. Thank you.
We are community service. We are continuing education. We are resources to help your business. We are about our members. We are Orlando Regional Realtor Association.
There will be baseball, rock concerts, and yes, even large gatherings. One thing is for sure, life will eventually be back to normal. In the meantime, we want you to know that we're here for you. From your friends and family at the Broward, Palm Beaches, and St. Lucie Realtors.
What if I told you that a home buyer browsing properties online is most likely to work with the first agent they speak to? I bet you'd make sure you're responding to leads as quickly as possible, right? So, what if it could be done for you with Success Assurance from Boomtown? Acting as an extension of your team, our trained lead concierges will respond to your leads 24/7 in as little as 90 seconds and nurture them for up to a year. Communication begins and ends with a real person, in real time, in the real world. For real. And Success Assurance isn't just one concierge. It's a symphony of trained professionals engaging your leads around the clock. Follow the conversations live and chime in whenever you want. You'll be notified of every qualification, and your lead concierge can even schedule appointments for you. With Success Assurance, you can do it all. without having to do it all. So start turning what ifs into done deals with Success Assurance from Boomtown. Any questions?
Up next, a 30-year veteran in brand management, marketing, and advertising teaches you to grow your business in the midst of the restrictions and challenges due to COVID-19. And I have some great news. Todd Sumney has done your homework for you by conducting hundreds of interviews with top-producing high-volume agents over the last 12 weeks. So here with 10 tactics that top agents are using right now, here is Todd Sumney.
Hello, Florida Realtors. Thank you for having me here today, and thank you for joining our session. On the screen, you should see 10 marketing tactics to grow your business in the midst of COVID-19. And I'm so excited about what I'm going to share with you today. I promise you, if you implement this in your business, you will see results very, very quickly. And as the host just said, I've interviewed agents ever since the pandemic started and been working with them on implementing these tactics in their business, and they are working and being very successful. And I have a lot of ground to cover with you, so please take notes. Type your questions into the chat if you have any, and let's get started. So I'm Todd Sumney. I'm the Chief Industry Officer for HomeSmart International, and I have been helping agents market themselves for over 30 years, build their brands, help companies do that in the advertising industry, and I want to help you do that today with your business. We as an industry are agile and mobile. The Florida Association of Realtors is agile and mobile. And that's what this is about. How can you be agile and mobile and pivot in your business? And the association is here to serve you. The National Association is here to serve you and to serve your customers. And I want to start out real quick with one resource that you all have to be aware of, the nar.realtor/coronavirus Resource Center. If you haven't yet gone to that website, there's all kinds of information which can help you in your marketing with buyers, sellers, homeowners, all different types. So please check out nar.realtor/coronavirus. So this is all today. This whole session is about opportunities. And so please take notes. But the big thing is, I want you to stop thinking and start doing. The biggest mistake I see agents make sometimes is they try to plan too much and they never actually get started. So I'm going to share with you today 10 major tactics, but you're going to have 30 different action items. I'm going to call them out and I'm going to say action item. Write this down on your notes, circle it with a circle and say action. I need to implement this in my business. So if you take good notes, you're going to have action items to implement right away. And trust me, if you do this, a year from now, you'll be so happy that you had started today. The biggest thing is, I love this phrase, a year from now, you'll wish you had started today. It's a great reminder that we just have to start and then do it the next day and put these tactics into action in your business. Because the day we plant the seeds is not the day we eat the fruit. It comes on down the road after we do initially just get started. So let's do it. Now, I want to start right away with some feedback I got from an agent recently who posted this on Facebook, who I pushed her once out of her comfort zone about virtual marketing in the midst of the COVID pandemic. And I want to read to you what she wrote. She said, hey, I just sold this house on the second day of the market, cash to close in 3 weeks, multiple offers. I'm so thankful to Todd for doing webinars on live virtual showings and appointments and open houses. After watching the webinars, I changed my mindsets of what's possible to continue to sell in the market. And I promise that if you do the same thing, she went on to say that she sold a house, she got another virtual listing. This really does work. So some people are saying, I'll just wait till it goes back to normal. No, our world has changed completely. Your consumers are now virtual all the time. And so you just need to try it. So let's dig in. Let's go through these opportunities. I love the note. Someone said, I'm going through this right now. I need to take action. Trust me, if you do, you're going to have similar results as to that agent I just showed you. So I want to start real quick At the end of the session, if you email me, or I'll give you a resource to go to, we'll give you a copy of the PDF of the presentation. We'll give you the social media marketing plan, marketing graphics, all kinds of other goodies that you're going to see that you're going to say, I want that. We'll send them to you when it's all over. And the National Association also has the PowerPoint that you can download right now to follow along. So do that. So opportunity number one. You have the opportunity to educate yourselves. We as an industry have the opportunity to educate ourselves and educate the consumer and be a trusted source of information. When the pandemic first hit, there was a lot of bad news, fake news, bad information out there, and there was some fear going on. And absence of information is when fear takes hold. So if you can supply good, accurate information as the industry advocate, you can really help your customers get through this, because we're all going through this together. One great example is that when the pandemic first started, Dr. Lawrence Yun, I've heard him speak 4 or 5 times now over the midst of the pandemic. He's the National Association of Realtors chief economist. And he basically put a post out on Facebook, and he said, hey, there's a lot of panic going on right now. Everyone's saying the last time that interest rates were this low, the real estate industry fell apart. Should I just hold, not sell or not do any activity in real estate, or the market's going to fall apart? Should I not buy? And he basically said, look, the monetary policy that was in place a decade ago is not the same that it is today. We had years of subprime lending. We had an overabundance of supply, too many homes on the markets. And that is what really made the market go into a little bit of a slowdown. What is happening is that today we have had no subprime lending. We do not have bad lending practices. We have too little supply. In most markets, there's inventory shortage all across the country. Couple those 2 points with interest rates being very low, consumers can buy more home than ever. This is not going to be the same as it was a decade ago. And I think the recent headlines, the recent statistics prove that and show that. So if you were an agent who's following the National Association, following the Florida Association, following Dr. Yun, you can take his post and repost it on your Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and share it out with your sphere of influence. So that's opportunity number one, is to be the trusted source of information with accurate information. And one of the ways that you can do that, I put up 10 different groups that I think you need to make sure you connect with and follow in your social media. Write these down. You need to follow and connect with your brokerage in your office. They're going to post information. The Florida Association of Realtors, your local board and association, the National Association, Real Estate Magazine, RIS Media, Inman News, the Young Professionals Network, NAREP, the Asian Real Estate Professionals Association. If you connect with these groups, when they have good, solid posts, you are then going to be able to reshare those posts and be a trusted source. So that's your first opportunity. I hope you all can do that. And let's go on to point number 2. Opportunity number 2, you can reach out to your customers on a regular basis. We are in unprecedented times. Right now, the best thing that you can do is reach out and connect with your customers via text, video, phone calls, email marketing, whatever it might be. Now, it's not about real estate. It starts with, hi, how are you? How's your family? How have you been? Is there anything you need? Do you need any information? Do you need me to pick up groceries, prescriptions for somebody that you love who can't leave their home? Just reach out and connect with your customers. And so here's what I challenge you to do. For the next 6 weeks, I want you to try 100 phone calls a week. That's 20 phone calls a day for 5 days. You can do that. You can do 100 texts. Do 10 videos, one-on videos. Hey, Todd, hi. I was just thinking about you. Hope you're doing well in the midst of all this craziness. I just wanted you to know that I'm here for you. Would love to catch up for coffee with you sometime when this is all over. In the meantime, is there anything I can do to help you out? Any family members that need help, just let me know. As you know, I'm here to serve the community. I'm just thinking about you. Hope you're doing well. Do 10 Zooms, 10 FaceTimes, 10 mystery drop-offs. I recently heard someone speak about how someone dropped off food at their door for 3 weeks in a row. And it turned out that it was their local real estate agent just wanting to do nice little gifts for them to remind them, hey, I'm here for you. And this realtor was doing this for all of their different customers over a month time period. And they just did mystery drop-off. Sometimes it even little goodies, just ketchup, mustard, relish over the 4th of July weekend. Hey, hope you're having a great holiday weekend, even though I can't see you to say hi. So those are some great ideas, ways for you to connect with your customers right now. Additionally, I want you to push yourself, opportunity number 3, to go virtual. So I want to start with a social media graphic. And I'm going to send this graphic to all of you, or you can download it. And it says, if you can choose your spouse online, you can choose your house all online. I want you to think back a little bit to basically when online dating first happened. When online dating first happened, I thought it was a little bit awkward, abnormal. I was just like, why can't you just go to an event, go to a party, go to a store, an event, a church, a school function, and meet someone like normal? And I said, oh, online dating's never going to take off. And now, recently there was a study done last year that said over 40% of Americans in the United States had found their significant other or their spouse online. Talk about adoption by our consumers. Someone's saying, totally met my husband online, been married more than 13 years. That's what is happening. So the pandemic has forced our customer to go virtual, to go online, and they're never going to return. And examples of that is that I'm going to show you a quick little graphic. Now you have realtors where the home seller is inside the home, walking around the home, showing and working the video camera. You have a buyer's agent on one Zoom and on virtual prospective buyer, and then the seller agent, all in their separate locations, 4 different locations. I'm going to share this graphic with all of you. Anybody who wants it, let me know at the end and I'll email this to you. So you can use it to describe it to your customers. Hey, I'm here to help you with virtual real estate. Now, it's not just the real estate industry that is doing this. Recently, I saw an ad by Mercedes-Benz, national TV commercial. We have associates in the showroom who will show you cars virtually over the phone, over your laptop computer, online virtually. Just make an appointment instead of coming into the showroom if you're not comfortable coming in. There's a national superstore called Ashley Superstore. They now have basically marketing going out saying, shop your way. We have, and I'm going to read you the copy here. It says, our Ashley Home Store specialists are ready to connect with you today for virtual shopping experience via Facebook Messenger, FaceTime, Zoom, Microsoft Teams, and more. Just click here to make an appointment. This is what's happening. So here I've created some graphics that I'm going to share to all of you. And basically, you can use these on Instagram, social media. All you have to do is download them, use them in email signature, find a home your way. I can do custom open houses with you, virtual showings via FaceTime, Zoom, whatever it is that you want. So change your business and take your real estate business online. Work it into your online email marketing. Say, find a home your way. Tour homes virtually without leaving home. You don't have to leave your home. I'm here to help you. So your associations have adapted to this virtual. Basically, they have all made it so now when you enter an listing into the MLS, you can say that this home is available for a virtual open house. It's available for a virtual showing. And all you have to do is tell us what software you're using, and we support these ones. And when the agents go into the MLS, search for open houses are now coming up with a little blue icon to say, this home is available virtually for a virtual open house or a live virtual showing. So push yourself, adapt, and start using marketing. Now here's an example of you use that little iPad graphic to show the buyer, the buyer's agent, the seller's agent, and the seller all conducting a home virtually. But on the left, you're showing what it looks like to the homeowner or the home buyer as they're walking through the home. Now offering virtual open houses on Google Meet. So I'm going to share all these graphics with you, but you have to push yourself, get out of your comfort zone, and start using the graphic up on the screen, this icon with the iPad that says, here's how it works. You have the home seller You have the home buyer, everybody's all virtual, but we can still show homes. And so what I want to do in a minute, I'm going to show you a video, a live video that I did of a recording of a virtual showing being done in California. Just going to play a short clip, but I want you to understand it and see how you can do these live virtual showings. You can do them on different kinds of software: Facebook, FaceTime, Facebook Live, Google Meet, whatever you're using. So here's the strategy. Action item. You need to do this. You need to learn. So we're trying to teach you how to do this. You need to try it. Do your first action virtually. Try it with friends so that failure doesn't matter. Then practice it and use it. Then become experts, and then lead the way for your industry. So here I want to show you that brief clip on the video, and I want to fast forward here.
Okay.
I'm going to fast forward here just to a section. And right here, hang on.
Kate, what is your buyer thinking about this property?
All right, so right here you have a buyer's agent, you have a seller's agent, and the home seller is walking through the home, working the camera, and the buyer is virtual.
In the dining room area is about a 14 to 16 foot ceiling, and in the other areas are about 10 feet, more 9 to 10 feet.
Great.
So this is the great room. Can you shift your phone opposite angle? So can you go landscape? Is that better for the buyer? Can you ask your buyer if that's better?
Mm-hmm.
And in this instance, the buyer and the buyer's agent are communicating back and
so
forth.
the kitchen, like I said, has been completely remodeled and redone. There's French doors on the back of the great room that go out to the entertainer's backyard. That's got a built-in barbecue.
All right, so real quick, I'm getting some questions here into the chat. Says, hey, we know that everything is virtual, but no one explains physically how to go about it. So that's what I'm going to try to do here today. And also, if you go to, I'll give you at the end a URL that you can go to and some links where we did a series of training that actually walk you through setting up a Zoom account, how you get it to work on your phone, how you actually market it out to your customers. So I'll be happy to share that with you. But the big thing is that you just have to try it. So I'm going to try to show you here quickly how to do it. You got to market it differently. Don't use the term virtual tour. Use the term live virtual tour. So you have to be consistent in your verbiage. You got to market the properties in the MLS, and you got to then go out on your social media. So here's an ad from an agent. Why not tour a home from the comfort of your couch? Click here. And they had a virtual tour or live virtual showing. I had an agent in Philadelphia. His name's Kwesi Akal. Kwesi does first-time homebuyer workshops right now during the pandemic over Zoom. He is helping 12 to 15 homeowners on a weekend, or potential home buyers, learn how to become first-time homebuyers on a 3-hour workshop that he's doing virtually, actually 4 hours, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So you market yourself as going virtual, and then you practice. So I'm going to share with you these virtual showing graphics. One of the best things, I saw someone comment, I tried sending my client a video, but the video was too heavy. So at the end, I'm going to talk about BombBomb. BombBomb Video compresses video down, makes it small enough that you can video. So that's one way you can try it. But the other thing is, don't try to send video. Try to schedule a live showing or a 10-minute open house, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. Because it's live, it works. And I'm going to show that to you here coming up. But use these graphics. Now offering live virtual showings via Zoom. Put signage out in front of the house. You can all go to a local sign shop, get a cheap little H-frame sign, and put a sign that says, this property is now available for a live virtual showing. And then you have the iPad graphic. Call or text the number on the yard sign to schedule your personal showing virtually. So you leave your yard sign in the yard, but you add other signage around it. Start using the terminology live virtual open house, live virtual showing, live virtual realtor tour, live virtual listing appointment, and then you market it on social media. And then this is an example of an agent with Zoom on their phone walking through an open house virtually. On your social media posts, use hashtags that say your name, live virtual showings in Florida, live virtual showings in your city, live virtual open houses in your city. So you can do this. All right, now I know I'm getting questions in the chat and it's saying how, so let me keep going. Opportunity number 4 is to learn how to Zoom and force yourself to Zoom. I want to create a t-shirt that says, I Zoom. Are you interested in real estate? I can show you homes over Zoom. I think that if you all do this, you're right now participating in a session right now with me over Zoom, but that's because someone else has invited you. What you need to do is learn how to set up your own account for free and then invite other people. If you go to zoom.com, Zoom during the pandemic has made it so all of you can have a free Zoom account for free. If you want to upgrade, you can upgrade to the $14.99 account, which allows you to hold a 3-hour session, but the free account will go 40 minutes. And I'm going to show you in a minute how to do a 10-minute open house. So the free account works just fine. But get out of your comfort zone today. Go to zoom.com and try it. And then here's how I want you to practice. This is a picture of my family spread out all over the city and all over the country who doing a happy hour on a Friday night during the pandemic. And I wanted to practice doing Zooms and holding Zooms. So I invited the people closest to me to a Friday night happy hour. I thought we were going to talk for 15 minutes. 3 hours later, we were still hanging out on Zoom, and it was a great way to practice and get used to the technology. So your action item right now, I want you to do a Zoom with your family. Set up your account, invite them, and do a Zoom. Then I want you to do a Zoom with 3 other realtors that you know and trust and practice doing a walkthrough and doing a showing. That's how this team got, they're in Orange County. They had heavy restrictions in Orange County. Well, they started practicing with each other, and then they started doing it live with clients. So you can do this. Download it on your phone. Join a meeting on your phone to see what it's like. Set a meeting up with another realtor and test it out. And when you go into the home, then practice walking around and move the camera slowly. But trust me, it happens because they're selling Mercedes-Benz. They're selling furniture right now virtually over Zoom with somebody walking around a showroom floor with an iPhone. You can do the same thing with real estate. So here's your recipe. Practice a live virtual showing with other realtors. Do a Zoom happy hour. Then I want you to do a client VIP for all of your most important clients and invite them to a happy hour. I know of an agent who went around and to their 12 biggest clients, they dropped off a bottle of wine on their front porch step, and they invited them to a Friday night happy hour, and everybody opened up their bottles of wine together and they did a virtual happy hour. There's ways that you can work around this pandemic. Learn how to use virtual backgrounds in Zoom and practice doing a live virtual listing appointment. You can do this. This is what a live virtual background looks like. So it doesn't matter if you're at your home, in your home office or whatever. You can use any photo you want to create. A lot of agents are putting their own logo in the background over their shoulder, and it says, Todd Sumney Real Estate, and right there you use a background. So here's how you can do a Zoom background. You click on the little arrow next to the video. It says choose a virtual background, and up comes some options that are already preloaded, or you click on the little plus sign and you say add image, add video. You can do this. All right, we're point number 5, opportunity number 5. Let's talk about the 10-minute open house. Does this require a paid version? Someone on the question, no, you can use the free version. Here's how it works. You go set up a free account. And instead of inviting people to a 3-hour open house from noon until 3 p.m., which is originally how I started teaching how to do virtual marketing, but agents that are smarter than me learned that they could drive 150 people to an open house for 10 minutes at 1 p.m. on a Saturday and get better results and better attendance. And then they have their day back because they're only spending 20 minutes and they're done for the day. So here's how you do it. Here, like I said, here's an agent who's marketed a 3-hour open house. Had various people in and out throughout the 3 hours. Now agents, they're setting it up for Saturday, 11 a.m. over Facebook Live or Zoom. Just come join this market. This home is getting ready to hit the market tomorrow. And at 11 a.m., I'm going to be doing Facebook Live. And then they make people register for the event. This is a team in Palm Springs. They do 2 open houses on Saturday, 2 on Sunday, 10 minutes apiece. They do a showing at noon. They do a showing at 1 p.m. They get an average of 20 to 40 people register for each open house. So that's 80 people on Saturday, 80 people on Sunday. That's 160 people in a weekend. Times that by 4 weekends, and that's basically 600 plus people that they have buyers, 600 plus buyers that are registering to view homes virtually for a 10-minute open house. So one of the functions, question just came in. How do you get people to register? It's like the sign-in sheet for an open house, right? Zoom, when you set up your Zoom appointment and you say, I'm going to do a meeting for anybody who I'm going to send this link at noon on Saturday, I want to make them register. And so what it'll do is when you mark it on social media, hey, everyone, doing an open house, 10-minute open house this Saturday, a new home that's going to hit the market. Click here to register. That's where you cut and paste the Zoom link that Zoom gives you to invite others. When they click on the link, a registration page comes up. For security reasons, you know, this is being done virtually. We need your name and an email address in order to send you the link to get into the open house. And you can capture 600 people in a month easily by doing 10-minute open houses. Trust me, everybody, I'm telling you, this works, and it works so much better than a 3-hour virtual open house. So go try it with friends. In 10 minutes, you can walk through a home. You like it? Do you see this? All right, I'm getting good feedback in the chat, so keep it coming. So here's why a 10-minute open house works so well. It's an exact time that your customer can put on their calendar. 12 to 3 o'clock, it's like, oh, well, when am I supposed to be there? Or, you know, what else do I have going on? It's 3 hours. I don't know what I'm doing that day. When you say it's a noon showing at 12 noon, 10 minutes, your customer can put it on their calendar. When they register for the event and they get the link to attend, it asks them, do you want me to put this on your calendar? And Zoom will actually put in a reminder on their calendar, 10-minute open house at noon today. The registration link will do this for you. It's a limited time only. It's only 10 minutes long. How many of you have heard of fear of missing out, FOMO? When you're on a Zoom with 50 other people and you have 50 other buyers walking through the home and you love the home, the agents are telling me that it's almost like this bidding war starts to happen because the agents are like, there's 50 other people looking at this home. I need this home right now. And they're texting their agent, I love this home. Can we get together right away to put an offer together? So it creates an excitement, almost a multiple bid type environment. And it gives you back your Saturdays and your Sundays. I have agents that are doing this 5 nights a week. They're doing it on weeknights, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, when it hits the market, because it's only 10 minutes long. So here's how you do it. People are asking, give me some details of the how. Choose how you want to do your showing. One way you can do these 10-minute open houses is you walk through the home while it's empty. You walk through the home and do a 10-minute recorded footage, and you save it. And when you do the 10-minute open house, you just play the video. But I love doing it completely live because when someone comes out and says, how tall are the ceilings or what's the flooring like in the bathroom, you can literally take your iPhone and you can point it down and you can point it up and you can say the flooring is, it's not wood floor, it's tile flooring in the bathroom that's made to look like wood. So I love the live showing. So once you figure out how to do it, then you basically, here's the step-by-step if you're doing the recording version. I'll send you this PowerPoint. Here's the step-by-step if you're doing it live. And then you choose the software you want to use. Then you go set it up. You market it out to your sphere. And then you use all these different graphics that I'm going to send you. I personally like Zoom. Someone's asking me which software. I personally like Zoom because it's so easy and people are using it every day in their business. However, Google Teams, Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, and Facebook Live are also very popular. I heard of an agent in New York who had 1,600 people on a Facebook Live for a brand new listing that hit the market. That's the thing about Facebook Live, you can reach more people. Okay, so what do most customers use? Everybody uses Facebook, everybody uses Gmail, so Google Meet is a great one, and Zoom. I think that most people are used to Zoom. I would do Zoom first, Facebook Live second if you're asking me. I also have a video training session I did, which walks you through step-by-step how to do it in Zoom and how to do it in Facebook. If you go to homesmart.com/virtual-open-house, you'll see a series of training, but I'll give that to you at the end. Only reason I put it in there is I'm getting lots of questions about, okay, step-by-step, walk me through it. We did an hour-and-a-half long training that walks you through step-by-step how to do it. It'll help you. All right, so you guys go do this. Push yourself to go virtual. Number 5, Zoom, or number 5, do the 10-minute open house. All right, now here's the next one. This is going to blow your mind. Someone said I don't see everyone else's chat questions because those are only coming into me. The chat just comes into me and then I answer them. All right, how many of you would like to organize and participate in live virtual realtor tours with other realtors? How many of you are old enough to remember virtual caravans, right? Right? And we would get in cars and we would drive around 10 cars and we would go to a property. And now you can do that via Zoom. All of you can do that, even though you work for different companies. Get 100 realtors together in your local area that all work for different companies. And each one of you, let's go over 6 new listings that hit the market and do a live virtual showing over Zoom or over Facebook Live. I love doing it over Zoom. This is a screenshot of 50 people participating in a live virtual realtor tour, but doing it over Zoom. And we now have realtor tours going on virtually, and you can do this. Here's an example. So who wants to participate? I already asked. I saw a ton of this. Excuse me, the association is doing them by Zoom, 15 minutes versus 3 hours. That's my point about all this virtual marketing. You used to get into your car and it would take 3 hours or a whole entire morning to go tour properties. Now you can do it in a half an hour or 45 minutes from the comfort of your own home and still tour those 10 or 6 properties, but you're doing it virtually. Your consumers have learned this as well. So in Florida, Orlando, the traffic's kind of bad sometimes. Your customers can now go tour 6 different properties a lot faster virtually than they can driving around in their car. So even when things return to normal, your customers are still going to want to do this virtual showings and these virtual tours. So get on the train right now and participate. This is an example of an agent who called 6 other agents in his area. Each of them had a listing. They got together for a realtor tour, new listings that hit the market, and each one of them did a walkthrough. You guys can do this, right? So someone just put in, you don't have a seller to present the camera. In that case, then you go to the property, follow all the protocols if it's allowed in your area, and you walk through the camera and you do the showing. But there's ways around it. I cover that in that other virtual training as well. All right, so let me see can I run the camera? Oh, can I run the camera and do the presentation, or do you recommend I have someone else do the camera and let me focus on running the presentation? So I recently participated on one where the agent walked through the home and the home seller actually worked the camera, or an assistant worked the camera for him. And so he was on camera walking through the home and presenting the home. So here's the master bath, the big oversized bathtub. Please show them the floor real quick. We have tile flooring that is made to look like rustic wood, but it is tile, so it's okay for the water. Look at this gorgeous window over here. So as he walked through the home, the person followed them around working the camera and just didn't say anything. I actually thought that was phenomenal. I also think, though, that walking through the camera and just letting the consumer see everything is actually the best way, because now they're seeing everything they want to see and they can see the little details. So I like just using the camera and letting the customer see it full screen. Is that making sense? Did that answer your question? Would it be a good idea to use a virtual tour or do a preview of the property for yourself? So I've been on live 10-minute open houses where they're just doing the virtual tour. I personally like the live showings because it gets interactive, and especially in the nature when you have 50 people participating and someone starts asking questions, it creates that bidding environment, multiple bid environment with a live going on. And I just think the presentation works better. Literally, I was doing one the other day and the customer said, hey, can you pan on the backyard to the left? Because I want to see how private the backyard is. It's just a great way to do it live. So I like it best when it's live. Just to confirm, do you like it best when there's no words being said on the video? No, I like it when the realtor, the selling agent, is talking over the top of the video, because you're doing what you're trained at doing. You're telling the story of the home, you're selling the home. So it's best when the camera worker is not using any words, but you, the selling agent, listing agent, are talking over the top. Or you can do this for buyers too. I do know recently someone who's a buyer's agent did pull together virtual tours that were online and walked their customers through on Zoom who didn't want to leave their home, and the agent talked over the top of the virtual tours. So either way, but I prefer live versus pre-recorded. But if you're going to pre-record, do not talk over the top of it. Just have it be a silent video so you can talk over it later. So we do have, getting the question, do you have this on YouTube step by step? And I can send the recording. Yes, we will do that afterwards. Send me your email and I'll make sure that you get the links and the software and the copy of this presentation and everything else you need. Because I know I'm throwing a lot at you, but I'm really trying to give you 10 major tactics and 30 small ones, action items that you can implement in your business. And the feedback I'm getting is great, so I'll make sure you get everything you need. But let's keep going, and then I'll come back and make sure I'm answering some questions. All right, so point number 7. Right now, social media is more important than ever. And we put together a new 90-day social media plan that you can use in your business. All you have to do is execute. And what I need you to do is execute the first 30 days, then go on to the next 30 days and do that section of actions, and then go on to the next 30 days. And in 90 days, you would have a very robust impact into your business. So here's how the plan works, and I'm going to send you this plan. It starts out of what to do in the first 30 days, and it's an Excel file. So at the bottom of Excel, if you're familiar with working with Excel, there's 3 little tabs. And so it says, here's what you do in your first 30 days, tab number 1. Here's what you do in your next 30 days, tab number 2. Here's what you do in your next 30 days, tab number 3. And if you walk through it step by step, there's a column where if for some reason you need to spend some money and have a budgetary item, you can put the expense item in there. But in most cases, the cost is 0. You just need to do the work. And so it starts with setting up your accounts, setting up your platforms, and then it starts with your first comment on someone's post, your first video. Then it goes into creating more of a schedule where by the end of the 90 days, you have a schedule that's going down that you're now doing daily. And then it starts to tap into, in the last 30 days, the power of private groups. Private Facebook groups, which I'm going to talk through in a minute. So here's the general tactics for social media that are in this plan. Number 1 is copy what other people are doing. When you see another agent do something phenomenal on social media, just copy it. Don't go reinvent the wheel. Watch it, see it, take it, customize for you. Some of the best agents I know are following agents that live in other states, because then they're taking the ideas that they're seeing other agents do in their local area, and they're doing it in their local area. So in Florida, I want you to find someone in California that's doing phenomenal marketing and follow them, and then take it, copy it, customize it for you. Use free designers, your partners in the industry who are willing to help you. And as always, if you need something done, go to Fiverr.com. For $5 or $10, you can get something done. And here's what I want you to do. Slow down to go faster. Some of you are like, I don't have time to do this 30, 60, 90-day plan. Trust me, stop, slow down, and in the first 30 days, go slower. but the next 60, you're going to go fast. And the next 30 days, you're going to go fast. And it will really transform your business. Biggest question I get is, what type of posts that am I supposed to do? I created this little chart here for you. These are the top desired posts and the #1 shared posts that Facebook, that happen on Facebook. And you need to do all different types of posts. Aspirational and inspirational posts are the most shared posts and the most liked, the most commented on posts that you can do. So inspirational, aspirational posts. How about then you need to follow it up the next day with an informational or a helpful post. Then you follow it up with a humorous post, the second most popular posts on social media. And then you need to get personal. Pull out an old picture from your high school yearbook and get personal, or talk about something with your family. People want to get to know you. It's all about your sphere. 82% of your business comes from your sphere. They know you. They want to connect with you. Get personal. Then every now and then, do a buyer-related one. Then you do a listing and a property-related one. Then you do a first-time home buyer-related one. And people who start to follow you start to realize. Then you do a luxury one, then you do a renter's one, you do newsworthy one, then you do a community one. People who are following you begin to realize that your breadth of real estate knowledge and expertise is very powerful. So just follow this source of types of posts. All right, I'm going to answer a question here in a minute. Is this on your business page or your personal page? It's really both. You need to set up a business page, but you need to do your personal page. And what I'm learning, there's been a shift. Years ago, the majority of traction came from your business page. Today, the majority of traction in real estate comes from your personal page. You still need your business page, but most people are getting traction from their personal page because it's about being real and connecting with people. And then those private Facebook groups were in the 60 to 90 days. But here's what your first 30 days looks like. And I walk you through step by step on the plan. Then in 31 to 60 days, don't groan. Action item, this is what you need to do. You start with your typical 20 handwritten notes a week, and then you connect with people online. Hey, I sent you a brief note. Did you get it? 2 videos and stories, lives per day. If you do 2 a day, that's 14 a week. That's basically 60 in a month. And next thing you know, you're one of those people that other people are envious of your social media marketing. So 2 to 3 posts a day, 1 share per day. And my plan walks you through it. So don't get scared. Just start with the first steps, walk through the plan, and in 30 to 60 to 90 days, you're going to have a powerful business. Now, here's an idea. Action item, I want you to write this down. One of the things you do is you need to create private neighborhood groups. I'm working with an agent who shared this with me, that she does 7 private neighborhood groups. She lives in an area called Orchard Ranch. There's 260 homeowners in Orchard Ranch. She has literally invited every single homeowner that lives in that planned community into a private Facebook group where they talk about babysitters, school information, landscapers, pool companies, pool cleaners, helpful resources, roofers, moving companies, local high school information, local school information, how people are coping with schooling their children online. And the only people that are allowed in this neighborhood event are people who live in the neighborhood. And she is the administrator of this Facebook group. So if somebody wants to join, they have to ask her. And when a new neighbor moves in, the other neighbors are saying, hey, you need to join our private Orchard Ranch Facebook group. Talk to Stephanie. She's the administrator of the account. So this isn't really where you're selling real estate. This is where you're helping your community. I see someone posting that says Nextdoor does this. Yeah, Nextdoor does this too. You can do that there as well. But the neat thing about Facebook is it's a private Facebook group and you're the administrator. This doesn't cost you any money. And basically everyone in the neighborhood knows you. This has been so successful that Stephanie, the agent I'm telling you about, she does this in 7 major areas and then 1 overall major community. So just try using these Facebook groups. Here's an example when the pandemic first started. It's a great idea for you all to copy. She created a graphic had someone, a little designer, she paid $15 to create a graphic that said binge watching on Netflix, and she had them put all the different TV shows that are available on Netflix that people can watch. This was her #1 most requested item, to keep reposting this over and over in the private Facebook group in Orchard Ranch. So trust me, this works phenomenally well. And so just try the private Facebook groups. But here's the thing, that's all covered in the 30, 60, 90-day plan. So again, email me, I'll go over it at the end, and that way you guys can get this. All right, I gotta share one quick awesome idea. This is very powerful and ties into social media. Right now, real estate agents are serving their community by offering free local delivery to those that can't be in public. So if there are customers out there that need prescription pickup, grocery pickup, restaurant pickup, they're creating marketing graphics. They're texting it out to their sphere. They're emailing it out. They're posting it on social media. If you're running one of those private Facebook groups, you post this up online in the private Facebook group. Hey, do you have any family members that can't leave home? We are offering free grocery pickup, prescription pickup, restaurant pickup. Just let us know what they need, because we're all going to get through this together, and as a community, we can serve each other. And then the agents go pick up the groceries. They go pick up the restaurant takeout food and deliver the meals to people. And when they're there in front of Joe's Pizza, picking up the takeout food, they do a quick post online. Hey, I'm delivering some pasta from Joe's Pizza, the best pasta you'll find anywhere in our area. I'm delivering it to someone who can't leave their home, but I wanted to give a quick shout out for Joe's for being there to serve us even in the midst of the pandemic. And then you post that online. Now you're serving the restaurants, you're serving the community, you're serving people. Awesome idea. I just couldn't talk about social media without sharing that one for you. So can you show the email again, please? Let's see. Oh, right here. Yeah, if you send it to FAR@homesmart.com, I'll make sure you get those. But I'm not supposed to do that till the very end of the slide, but I see so many questions. That's why I want you to see it. Okay, one other awesome idea. A lot of real estate agents, they do videos or they do on Instagram, they're doing Instagram stories, which are short videos which show up for 24 hours and then they disappear. Well, now agents are organizing their Instagram, and I want you to copy this agent. Her name's Allie Manning. She's in Cleveland. She has the best organized Instagram account, and look at her how she does it. She saves her Instagram videos or her Instagram stories into these categories. Listings. So when she creates a listing video, she saves it in there. It's a 1-minute little Instagram story. Then her reviews. When customers do reviews or she is with her customers, she asks her customers to give me a quick review for my Instagram account. And then she saves it into this category. So listings, reviews, do-it-yourself projects. She's doing a lot of renovations with putting new cabinets, new flooring, all kinds of things in. And she documents the process before a home goes on the market, and she shares it on her Instagram account. And now she's become this little Chip and Joanne Gaines in her area where people are following her, and they're following her Instagram because she has them in categories, and people then can go find them later and see them later. And then she has a section called Realtor Advice, and she has a section called Realtor Remedies. And so go, and then she has a personal category as well. So organize your Instagram in this manner. All right, so I got 3 more points with you. You ready? Opportunity number 8, set up free Google Forms and turn your social media into instant lead gen. So one of the things that you can do is if you're using Gmail, and if you're not, I recommend you go to Gmail and set up a Gmail account, yourname@gmail.com. And when you do that, you'll be able to create quick little forms that people can answer some short questions, 3 to 5 questions, and all of a sudden, now your social media becomes lead gen. So here's an example of a form. How can I help you with real estate? And then you put 3 or 4 or 5 quick little questions, including, well, how would you like me to get this information to you? Do you want me to email it? Do you want me to text it? Do you want me to call you? Do you want to meet in person? And they do a little checkbox. And then it says, well, you want me to email it? What's your email address? What's your mobile phone number? And so it becomes lead capture. So here's how this works. I told you earlier about Kwesi Akal in Philadelphia, amazing agent. And here's an example of a form that he built on social media or on Google Forms. And it's all designed for first-time homebuyers. And he says, why are you helping your landlord build their equity and build their wealth? Why not own your own home? Would you like me to teach you how? Here's how you can do it. Answer these brief little questions, and then I'll help you do it. So he created a quick little form. Then he goes online and he does these posts. And like right here, one, you'd rather pay your landlord's mortgage instead of your own and be okay with it. Simple math shows that 12 monthly payments of $1,000 adds up to $12,000 and continues to grow afterwards. Just click the link below and I'll help you learn how to be a first-time home buyer. And then they click into the form, they answer the simple questions. What are you most concerned about? I don't know where to start. What about credit? How do you qualify? What about savings, income, grants, loans? What information do you want me to get you? And then this is a screenshot of his lead gen. So Google then captures and timestamps all the people who fill out the form and puts it into a little online Excel file, and you see the person's name, you see the email address, you see the timestamp, and you see what questions they needed asked. Now, where does it sit? Someone's asking me in the chat. It sits up in the cloud, but you can also download it as an Excel file. So it can be, you can download it on a regular basis, but Kwesi just leaves it up in the cloud and he clicks into this online, they call it Google Sheets, and it's like an Excel file, but it's in the cloud. And what he told me is, I am so much more efficient now in my day because after I get the kids ready for school, I get them all situated, and then I start my day, I go right to my lead gen sheet, and it shows me all the people in the last 24 hours that need information, and I just start right there. And I start calling, I start texting, I start emailing, and it turns into lead gen. So here's how this works. For those of you that want the how-to, getting some questions in the chat. In your Gmail account, in the upper right corner, you have your account window. You click on it and a pull-down window comes down. And then what you do is you scroll down just a little bit and a purple icon says Forms. You click into Google Forms, and you start to create these different questions. You can create multiple choice, checkboxes, drop down, fill in paragraphs, etc. And there's YouTube video galores that can walk you through step-by-step how to create video Google Forms. So give me some feedback in the chat. Someone says, hey, it's awesome. I'm hoping you're sharing the PowerPoint too. You can do this. Yes, we're sharing the PowerPoint, and I think there's even a recording going on so you can watch this later. But if I get so excited about this because Google Forms has been an eye-opener for the agents I've been working with on their marketing because it makes everything you're doing. You can text this out to people. You can email it. You can put it in your social media marketing, and it becomes your own lead gen, lead capture for free. You can create different forms, by the way. One for first-time home buyers, one for buyers you're working with, one for luxury, one for people who want to buy and move up. So create different categories. You can create them for different neighborhoods. What neighborhood are you looking for? What school district do you want? Do you need help with financing? Whatever you want, you can create multiple questionnaires, but just keep the questions to 3 to 5 questions and you'll do a ton of lead capture. So hope you like this. I got 2 more quick points, watching the time clock here, and I want to keep going. All right. Opportunity number 9. If you haven't heard yet, the email again is FAR for the Florida Association of Realtors, FAR@homesmart.com. All right, so canva.com and BombBomb Video. Joy says, I don't see any forms in my Google account. In the upper right hand corner, click into your account where you should see your name or your photograph up in the upper corner. And a little drop-down menu should come down. And then you scroll down a little bit, so it's got docs, sheets, slides, groups, etc. In the middle, there should be a purple one called Forms. So just Google it, try to find it. I got to keep on going. Sorry about that. All right, point number 9. Canva.com and Bomb Video. So the thing is that Canva.com is free to every one of you. Yes, you can upgrade to a $9.99 account called Canva Pro, and I would really recommend doing that, because for $120 a year, it's like having your own personal design team, and it does unlock some other things that you can do and save some different things. So to me, if you sell one home a year, you make a $6,000 commission, and you know that $120 is nothing. But for those of you that want a free tool, Canva.com, they create all kinds of marketing pieces that you can just download and use for free. Instagram graphics, Facebook graphics, posters, Facebook posts, your Facebook background for your main header image, all kinds of presentation files, etc. So design anything, publish anywhere, you can just sign up for free, and then they just constantly, they have new designers which are creating new things on a regular basis. They, during the COVID pandemic, were creating new graphics that went out about inspirational graphics, funny and community comedy-like graphics that even dealt with the pandemic. So I clicked right here. Here's a screenshot. Look at all the different things that you can download and use. You can even create logos for neighborhoods. So if you want to do those private Facebook groups for a neighborhood, create your own private logo for McCormick Ranch or for McDowell Mountain Ranch or whatever neighborhood you're listening to. You know, then you can create flyers, business cards, flyers, social media graphics, wallpapers, etc. So what I love about it is the photography they use and the imagery is all paid for. So you don't have any licensing issues. So you can just go create and download without having to buy stock photographs or getting in trouble for using something downloaded off the internet that you shouldn't use. So, and then here's a screenshot of just over the last couple weeks of emails that I get from Canva. So it says, our tips to help you realize Canva's full potential. Create social media campaign with Canva. Discover the US's top 10 Instagram post templates. So they're tracking what are the most popular Instagram posts. They're creating Instagram graphics for you, and then you can go create and download and customize to you the top 10 most popular posts. And this comes into my email, so it reminds me, oh yeah, I need to go do this. So all of this collectively really works together to supercharge your marketing. So please go to canva.com and just try using free Canva. All right, then I have a question for you. If I gave all of you a lead right now, would you rather talk to that person by email or by phone, or would you rather talk to that person live in person? So I ask this all the time, and I'm going to show you a short little video clip. Here's what we do every day. We get a phone call from someone who they say, hey, I'm interested in buying a property in this area, and can you get some information for me and send it to me? So we send out a text email that says, hi, Paula, thanks for connecting with me on the phone today. I wanted to let you know that I'm here to help. I'm going to pull some properties. I'm going to get back to you. But it's via text. And what I think is that the consumers who get an email like this that comes in, and right there's a short little image. They see my photograph, they see my face, and next thing you know, they play a short little video.
Hi, Paula and Larry. I just wanted to let you put a face to the name. Really enjoyed speaking with you both this afternoon, and I'm excited to see what we can. Hi, Paula and Larry.
Here's the thing. Sorry, I'm going to go on. It's actually faster for me to do short little videos now than it is for me to turn around and actually type things out and type out emails. This is my email. This is what it looks like. I have my email signature all set up, and over on the right-hand side, there's a little red button, and I just click the red button, and I record myself, and it says, hey, Todd, thanks for connecting with me on the phone a couple minutes ago. I'm going to get you that information you wanted, but then they see me, they connect with me, and it becomes personal, and it's actual faster. But here's what video does, is video connects with you on an emotional level, hearing, visually, sight, and it makes a personal connection. Even though right now I'm not there with you in Florida, I'm over video and I'm at least able to connect with you. Now, here's the thing. I hate video. I hate getting on camera. I hate my voice. I hate how I look. I hate the bags under my eyes, right? But I had a friend once tell me who was trying to get me to do more video. And he said, Todd, get over it. You look how you look. That's how you look. We know you. So when you send me a video, it's just Todd. And so what I did is I started to do more video, and you need to do that too. So if you want a discount, I love BombBomb. You can use any video tool, but I love BombBomb because someone posted earlier in the session, they said that when they try to send videos, the videos are too big to email or too big to send. BombBomb compresses everything down, and it shows you, like right on the screen right there, it shows your customer a little line over the top that says, watch a 30-second video. And it has a little play button, and the customer just clicks play. So it's really neat. I suggest using BombBomb. Go to bombbomb.com/5 times, and there's a nice little discount for you. But use whatever tool. My point to you is use Canva. It's free, and do more video marketing. All right, last little product here, or opportunity. Purpose of this is to help you sell more real estate. And I don't really want to sell you a product. I don't have a product to sell you. But what I've interviewed, one time I interviewed 300 top listing agents all around the country. And I was asking them, how do you get more listings instead of working with buyers? And one of the things that I found out is that they all nurture homeowners. And one of the ways that you can do that is there's a company in our industry, it's called HomeBot, and it's only $25 a month. It's an amazing tool. And to me, again, what is that worth? $300 a year to sell 1 or 2 or 10 homes using HomeBot? HomeBot's all about your customers building wealth. And so what it does is it sends them a digest every month showing them how much equity they've built in their home. Now I want to share a stat with you. Home equity accounts for 83% of the average homeowner's wealth at retirement. 83% of our fellow Americans, the 83% of their wealth is in real estate, but nobody's reminding them and sharing them good news. And the reason why I put this in here on the pandemic topic, 10 things to do during the pandemic, is right now there's a lot of bad news out there. And I pulled some stats recently in California where it showed me a staggering number of homeowners that own over 50% of their home, or 75% of their home, or even 100% of their home free and clear. There's a staggering number of homeowners that have a huge amount of wealth. So when they get a reminder in the email that has your name, your information, and it shows them that you have this much wealth built in your home, when it shows them how they could save money on a simple little refi and save $26,000, and my name, the agent, is right there on top of this tool. If I pay $300 a month more every month on my mortgage, I'd save another $55,000. It really turns real estate into being a wealth building machine. So most of the agents that I work with, they have their past customers and these homeowners, which they're sending these wealth building tools to. And then when they're ready to sell their home, who do they call? They call the agent who's helped them and kept them informed with all the wealth in their home. So there, I hope you've appreciated the 10 opportunities that we've talked about today. Excuse me, do a quick little recap. Number 1, be an educated and trusted source in the industry. Number 2, reach out to your customers, call them, engage them, help them right now. Number 3, push yourself to go virtual. Number 4, try Zoom. Try getting a Zoom account, practicing, learn about the 10-minute open house, do the live virtual realtor tours with other realtors in your area, put on a 30, 60, 90-day social media plan, set up free Google Forms and make your own lead gen, use canva.com, it's free, start doing video marketing, try BombBomb, and then drive to HomeBot. So if you want these resources, send an email to far@homesmart.com. I will make sure that I send you the copy of the PowerPoint, the example video of the virtual showing, so you can copy that. You can get the iPad virtual graphic that kind of you can use in your marketing. all the other marketing graphics. I think I have 12 or 13 marketing graphics to share with you. They have no logo on them, so you can use them in your business no matter what business you work for. You have the 30, 60, 90-day social media plan. I have some links to the social media webinars and the other forums that everybody was asking me all their questions, and then we'll give you a PDF of the PowerPoint. If you want to visit it right now and download them, go to homesmart.com/FAR 2020. There will be a brief little survey. It'll tell me how I did. I want to ask you some questions. What did you like what we talked about today? What can I do better next time? What information would you like me to share with you next time? So it's a brief little survey on me as well. So would appreciate it if you all would go to homesmart.com/FAR 2020. No space in there, and just fill out a little survey and let me know how I did. I hope this helps you sell more real estate next year, grow your business, and build your brand. Here's the different examples of the different screens, and here's the virtual training tour that you can go watch too. So thank you all for having me here today. I'm Todd Sumney. I'm going to go back through the chat right here, see if there's any questions. I'm seeing a bunch of thank yous. I'm glad you guys liked it. I know it was a lot of information, but when somebody puts a big steak down in front of you, you don't eat it one bite at a time or eat it all in one bite. You eat it one bite at a time. So just take the little things I shared with you today and do the little action items one at a time, and trust me, it'll grow your business. Hopefully I'll see you live next year at the Florida Association, and I want you to come up and grab me and say, hey Todd, what you taught me last year helped me sell 20, 30 more homes. That's my hope for you. I hope you're all staying safe and healthy. Thank you for having me here today. Really appreciate everything. And Florida Association, thank you for having me speak as well. Thank you all. I hope you all enjoyed it.